Greetings and salutations, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 26. That's right, 26 of albums that are 40 years old in 2023. We are marching down to the end of February, 2 more days after today. We picked out our 28 favorite albums that are celebrating their 40th birthdays, their 40th anniversaries here in 2023, looking back to the great year of 1983. A lot of good albums came out in 1983, including this one, which you knew was coming eventually if you know me at all. Released May 25th, 1983. Recorded at Sound City Studios in Van Nuys, California. Produced by the man himself, who I'll say in a second. Released on Warner Brothers here in the States, Vertigo in the UK, and Mercury Europe and Japan. I'm talking about Holy Diver from Dio, featuring the great Ronnie James Dio, his first solo album. Not really, well, it's a solo album, but yet it's a solo band, right? So really, this is not just all about Ronnie, even though he's the driving force. This was an actual band, and this was the first band he put together after leaving Black Sabbath, after, of course, the Live Evil thing, right? The live album from Black Sabbath. They did Heaven and Hell together, Mob Rules, put together, recorded various dates and things from the Mob Rules tour, put together Live Evil, and that's where in the studio putting that live album together, all the shit really started hitting the fan, and before you know it, Ronnie and Vinny Appice have left Black Sabbath, but wait, they'll form their own band, and that's exactly what they did. And along with them, they picked up, along the way, Jimmy Bain, of course, bass player, also handles a little bit of keyboards as well, helps with the songwriting. Jimmy, of course, from Rainbow, Wild Dogs, right? Jimmy Bain, very notable bass player at the time. Vivian Campbell, the young, hotshot Irish guitar player who would come to much acclaim after joining up with Ronnie and the guys to form Dio. And such a classic album, great, iconic cover art here, and such a really killer album. I've told this story many times. When I heard the news that Ronnie and Vinny had left Black Sabbath, I was pretty heartbroken because Sabbath were my favorite band. And I absolutely loved both Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules. And to me, that was like the ultimate lineup. It was my favorite band, my favorite singer. Well, him and Ian Gillan, right? Two of them. And, when they parted ways, I was completely devastated. I'm like, oh, where does that leave Black Sabbath? Where does that leave Ronnie? And you turn around not too long afterwards, and this album comes out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm all right with this now. And pretty much at the same time, we've got Ian Gillan joining Black Sabbath. So I was happy again. My two favorite singers, one out on his own with a terrific band, terrific debut album. The other, my favorite singer, one of my two favorite singers, joining my favorite band from my other favorite band, right? It's just crazy time. But anyway, back to this album. I digress here. So, of course, it has one of the great album openers of all time in Stand Up and Shout. I mean, it just right off the bat, making a statement. Those hard-hitting drums, those amazing fuselage of riffs from Mr. Vivian Campbell. That's followed up by the epic, slower, heavy, mystical Holy Diver, the title track. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Holy Diver, for me, would have been a great Black Sabbath song as well. I can totally, when I listen to that song, I can totally picture the guys in Sabbath doing that had Ronnie and Vinny stayed with the band. I could totally see that. Then you got, of course, the great Gypsy, the very melodic Caught in the Middle, the alluring, enchanting Don't Talk to Strangers. Love Don't Talk to Strangers. Love the build in that song. Just such a terrific, terrific song. One of my favorite songs from the Dio band. Over on side 2 of the original vinyl, you got Straight Through the Heart, heavy, in your face, invisible, gutsy, crunchy. The hit single, Rainbow in the Dark, kind of an outlier on this album, right? Doesn't really sound like anything else on this album. Got the bright synths, the anthemic chorus, highly melodic, highly catchy, one of Dio's signature songs. And then, of course, the snarling, dark Shame on the Night to finish out the album. Terrific album. Not a weak moment on it. arguably one of the strongest albums of 1983. Easily one of my favorite albums from 1983. I think, not for nothing, but my last three picks here of this month are definitely like top 5 fodder for the year 1983. It didn't really do that on purpose, but usually when I formulate my list, like I said, I just kind of throw them all together, but I start listing them off in the order that they kind of come to my mind, and it just so happens that this and 2 others, which, like I said, arguably are my favorite 3 from the year 1983, will be here at the last couple of days, which on my list are 1, 2, and 3. So just kind of worked out that way, because I don't rank these. It'd be impossible to, especially in some of these jacked years like this, right? It's impossible to rank so many classic albums like this. But anyway, so Dio, Holy Diver is my pick for today, day 26. We've got 27 and 28 coming up. And then that's it. Also on day 28, in addition to my final pick, you will get my list of honorable mentions in a separate video. So you'll get 2 for 1 day on Tuesday, the 28th. And then, of course, starting Wednesday, there's no respite here, right? No rest for the wicked. I've got to move on to 1993 for albums that are 30 years old. In 2023, we'll look back on 1993, 31 days in March, 31 of my favorite albums from 1993. I've got my big long list. I just need to pick out the 31 of them. I've got probably a list of 75 or so. So I've got to just whittle it down and put that together. I'll be doing that probably today or tomorrow, so they'll be ready to go for Wednesday. And what do we got coming up this week? Well, first of all, so this morning, it's Sunday, so stay tuned for Ranking the Albums coming up in just a little bit. We've got Chris Canzaneri and myself ranking the catalog of the great Atlanta, Georgia band Baroness. If you never listened to Baroness and you like kind of music that floats the line between stoner rock, psychedelic, prog rock, heavy metal, alternative, I don't know, they kind of do all these things. Very, very cool band. They got 5 albums. We're ranking them. That's coming up in just a little bit. Should also have for you today the next installment of my series on those great 6 album runs from classic bands. That's coming up today. Got 5 more for you today, so stay tuned for that this afternoon. Also, we've got the Hudson Valley Squares tomorrow. You're going to get another edition of my collection, right? We're going to finish up my movies. That'll be happening on probably sometime early in the week. And then we've got the Monsters Den coming up on Thursday for all you old school horror fans. We've got myself and the crew. We're ranking our 10 favorite Bela Lugosi films, more so for the performances of Bela as opposed to how great or not great the movies are, right? But our 10 favorite Bela Lugosi films, that's coming up on Thursday. We've also got 4 Fusion Friday coming up Friday, the next installment for March. We've got Friday Morning at the Funhouse coming up this week. We've got another Ranking the Album show. You guys are going to get Hot Tuna from me. That's a week from today, so stay tuned for that. Hot Tuna. I'm ranking the albums of Hot Tuna. And yeah, that's what's happening this week. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Also down below, if you care to make a channel donation, it would help us out greatly. The link is down below in the video description, as well as the link to our merch page where you can get this and all sorts of cool and many other cool Sea of Tranquility shirts, hoodies, caps, hats, coffee mugs, stickers, all that good stuff. We've got tons and tons of different types of shirts, logos, images, all sorts of stuff. Whether you like the prog stuff, whether you like the more metal themed stuff. We've got Hudson Valley Square shirts. We've got In the Prog Seat shirts. We've got all sorts of stuff. We've got Monsters Den shirts. We have my sister channel, Comic Book Users. We also have stuff for that as well. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow with another album that is 40 years old in 2023. Till then, I am Pete Pardo. Stay tuned for Ranking the Albums coming up just in a little bit. Till then, see you then.